Hey, Joe Paella from Bark up here at Morningwood, and today we're going to try out French RCIR menu number 12, featuring Straussburg sausage and some pasta paella. Let's get it open. Now let's take a look inside and see what we have. This is made in 2017, so it's pretty fresh yet. These boxes always give me a hard time. And yet again, I am always amazed by how well they get these things packed in here. I'm going to go ahead and get this spread out and we'll have a look. At the top of the box we have our chocolate muesli. This is kind of interesting. I haven't had this before. It's some kind of a soup mix. Looks like it might be Asian flavored. I probably ought to go ahead and hit this with the translator before I read it. Got your strawberry jam, cereal bar, and of course the box of biscuits that we've all seen 100 times with the 3 different kinds of biscuits that have the salted, the cereal, and the Let's go over the rest of the components in here. I had to switch to a black towel because I was getting some wicked bad glare from the stainless steel table from my lighting. Anyhow, we got our Straussburg sausage, paella. This is a strawberry dessert. This is going to be our boar pate. I've had this before a few times. Not a big fan of it, but that's our isotonic drink. These fruit bars are usually pretty good. I'm kind of 50-50 on this thing. This is fantastic chocolate bar. I got a nougat bar, which I've never been a big fan of, and our heating kit, which usually has some surprises. Also included in an accessory packet were 2 salt and peppers, a couple of teas, 2 sugars, 2 coffees. This was separate, just some napkins, and then this delicious cocoa was also in the accessory packet. While I wait for my muesli to hydrate, let's go ahead and give the cereal bar with some strawberry jam a go. That looks pretty good. I'm not generally a huge fan of strawberry preserves, but this is very good. It has a fresh strawberry flavor to it. Very nice. I used a double packet and a little bit less water this time, and the coffee's tasting actually a little bit better. It's really bitter. I think I might go ahead and throw a packet of sugar in there, which is not what I normally do, but we're going to give it a go. Well, the sugar didn't do much to improve this. There's enough jam or preserves in that packet for 3 of these crackers. I had to bust open another cracker to use up the rest of my jam. Let's go ahead and give the muesli a try. I've had the chocolate muesli before. It's absolutely delicious. Yeah, this is really good. The first time I had it, it was what they called their sport muesli. And it had big chunks of chocolate in there, and it was over the top sweet. This has a much nicer, less pronounced chocolate flavor. You can see there's small chocolate chips in there, and then the water kind of, there's probably some powdered milk in there because it kind of looks a little bit milky, but yeah, it's very nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at this soup. Now it's kind of funny because this is kind of interesting. The soup calls for a 1/4 liter of water heated to 70 degrees, which I don't know how they would tell that unless part of their standard issue kit would include a insta-read thermometer. It just might, I don't know. Let's have a look at it. Ooh, boy, it's pungent. I can smell it. It has a, you know what it smells like? It smells like 5 spice. Got a little bit of vermicelli in there. Not a whole bunch. I'm going to go ahead and stir that and let all that goodness get rehydrated. This cereal bar. Pretty straightforward. Oh. It has a real mild apricot flavor. Not too sweet, and it just feels incredibly light. Very nice. So yeah, definitely the prevalent flavor in this is Chinese 5 spice, and it's also pretty salty. It's not bad. If you like Chinese 5 spice, it's okay. If you don't like Chinese 5 spice, you're going to hate this because that's pretty much all you taste in here. Well, it looks like dusk, but it's actually right around 4:30 in the afternoon, and it is just complete junk out here. The wildfires have made the sky just awful, and my mouth tastes like it's in the middle of an ashtray, so hope it doesn't affect the rest of my review too much, but yeah, it's just not good. So for lunch today, I decided I'm going to have the Straussburg sausages, the boar pate. I got 2 packets of these salted crackers and the nougat au fruit. Let's get this opened up and see what she looks like. 300 grams. Those are always a really nice sized. Wow, look at that. Lots of rice in there. I know there's sausage I know there's sausages deep inside there, my mouth. Now let's get my fire started up with my matches featuring the Eiffel Tower, or, if you prefer, the Arc de Triomphe. So, I did scratch a little bit of the fuel tab up so it would light more easily. Let's see how she rolls here. While the main is heating up, let's crack this baby open and have a look-see inside. Oh wow, I thought that was going to look different. I don't know why, but I did. As gelatinous as that looks, I half wonder if I should heat that up. It kind of looks like the pork knuckles. I'm going to try her cold and we'll see how she goes after that. I'm inclined to think that this might need to be heated up a little bit. I mean, it tastes really good. I'm working on thoughts as to what it tastes like, but it's very delicious. I'm going to have to say, you got to really watch these fuel tabs because they burn super hot. Oh shoot, this looks like a bit of a pasta. That's really good. It's basically 4 half franks in here and a light pasta sauce. Boy, this is super good. You can see I've got the pan scorched a little bit down here at the bottom. I didn't really ruin anything, it just kind of baked down to the bottom. This is going to really benefit from the salt and pepper packet, but the tricky part is going to be, I don't think that the little wiener dogs need any salt or pepper, just the pasta underneath. Oh shoot, that really came out of there. Oh my goodness, that's going to be salty right there. I can't get the pepper to come out. Here we go. Oh, too much salt. Gosh darn it. So I'm over halfway through this, and I think the best way to describe this is that the pasta is kind of like macaroni and cheese without the cheese being overly processed, or that it even being that cheese is more like a butter sauce. It's very light, it's very nice, and these sausages are much like every other European sausage I've had on a ration. John Magnum helped me out with this on my last one. They're a lot like a Vienna sausage on the inside, that kind of soft center, not a firm center like we normally get here in the U.S. But yeah, but it's very good. It just has kind of like a basic wiener taste, not any kind of seasoned sausage taste. Well, since I get a giant number of fuel tabs in this ration, I'm going to go ahead and heat my pate up just to see if it tastes a little better. It really looks like it could use some heat. Here we are, nice and heated up. I'm trying to look at this in the camera and the pan at the same time. Anyhow, that's what she looks like. I will have to say I'm a little surprised. Most of the pates that you get in these rations don't really have that much of a liver flavor to them. This one really does have quite a bit of a liver flavor. It's not bad. It's pretty good still, but it's just stronger than I'm used to. It really didn't look like that much in the canned form, but after eating the 300 gram main and then the 78 gram pate, it's pretty filling. And you still have all these bars to pick from. I'm going to go ahead and try this nougat, which I'm not actually a huge fan of. Maybe it'll be better this time. You always can hope. But yeah, well, it's a little different looking, sort of. Here we are. At least it's soft this time. It's kind of like a big marshmallow with weirdness in the middle. Well, I'm on to my final meal. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this paella. These 2 bars, my chocolate bar, this cocoa, which I already know is going to be good, and this strawberry dessert. Here's my 150 milliliters of hot water. Doesn't really call for very much water. Just give this a second to hydrate and give her a sip, which will be delicious. Let's take a look at this. Based on the picture, it looks like there should be a good amount of shrimp in here. Let's see what else she holds. Some beautiful rice with, I believe that should be saffron on there. Take a quick second to check out these napkins. Whoops, that's dirty. I need to clean my spoon a little bit after I stirred my cocoa. But they're pretty decent. Not bad at all. Went ahead and busted these out onto a tray. I figured this dessert is going to look a lot better if I present it on the tray rather than just digging into the can. Ooh, oh, ha! I was completely thinking that was going to be something else. actually thought this was a picture of a strawberry, but yeah, in retrospect, it's totally a date. Okay, so just so I'm not losing my mind, it does say milky dessert right on the package. It doesn't say anything about dates. Here's my heated up paella. Let's go ahead and get this out. Boy, that is a big serving. I'm wearing a glove because I had this over the little burner, and the pan is piping hot. Only got a little bit burned to the bottom, not too bad. There's some nice big chunks in here. It's a nice big chunk of something. I'll be trying that in a second. Looks like there's some mussels in here. I tasted the spoon once. It tastes like a prevalent taste of shrimp. I don't see any shrimp in here at the moment. I'm sure there's some in there. Here's a big spoonful of some kind of fish, I'm going to say. Boy, that was a delicious bite. That fish was cooked really firm, not squishy or gross. The flavor was fantastic. This isn't kind of a butter sauce with a very light herbs to it. Spectacular. Got a mussel or a clam here. But whoever's making these really knows how to put just enough butter in there so that you get a nice butter taste, but it's not overly whelming in your mouth. Doesn't feel like all slicked up and greasy. Just really super good. I'd eat that one fast because it's about 55 degrees out here, and that entree cooled down quite quickly on this ice cold tray. But that was super good. I tell you, that'd be one ration where you hope your best friend in the unit has a seafood allergy, so he has to swap meals with you. Let's take a look at this combat bar. I've had this before. It's pretty much like it's tasting to me like a chocolate, or not a chocolate, but a mildly coffee flavored Rice Krispie treat. It actually tastes a little sweeter and better than I remember it from the last time. I don't know if I doubt there's been a change. Maybe I'm just different. Go ahead and give this a try. This is supposed to be apricot flavored. I tell you what, these things never disappoint. The texture is perfect. The apricot flavor, really good. Tastes very much like a fresh apricot. Really nicely done. Let's try one of these, not strawberries, but a date. What if it's got a stone in the middle? Nope. Well, that's good news. That cocoa is so smooth. It's really delicious. I kind of cheated a little bit and threw a couple of packets of coffee in there because it's my first caffeine of the day. These dates are really nice, too. They're, I don't know, well, they just taste like a fresh date. Speaking of things that never disappoint, it's this chocolate. The only disappointing part is you only get 4 tiny squares. I could eat like 3 of these in a jiff. My box, the only thing I got left, I still have all my chocolate crackers. Just never got in the mood to eat those. I've had them before. They're really good. They're lightly chocolate, not or kind of more like hint of chocolate. Maybe more of a suggestion of chocolate would be. Those are really good. I still got a pack of my salted crackers and half a pack of cereal crackers left. So, and this bomb right here, that stuff is horrible. I'm not putting myself through that again.